Alright, what's going on guys? George here, and today we're going to be working a little bit more on the 240SX with the turbo, and it is going to be starting today, I guarantee it, because I recorded this after the car already started, so it starts.
So I took the zip tie off, there's a lot of cable, and we're going to put it through the length of the car to like where the battery used to go, and now we're going to put it in the trunk where it wasn't. So it's a relocation, because that's what that means. That.
The battery's going to be in that corner right there.
Yeah, do you want to have it go up through this hole? First hole in that rail?
Oh yeah, okay. Okay, stop pushing it.
I mean, you have to have enough. Alright, there you go.
Oh, I see it. So we have the cable run all the way through the car from the back and the trunk where the battery's going to go. And now we're up in the engine bay where the factory positive battery connection would go. And I took the things off that would normally connect to the battery. And now we're going to go ahead and use this little piece right here. We're going to bolt the things that normally connect to the battery that go to like the fuse box and such to this. And then in here we're going to crimp our battery. It's going to go to the trunk. So right now there was a little bit of extra on the cable. We got it a little bit longer than we thought we needed just in case something happened. Nothing happened. We're good. So we'll just clip it right here. Take off the end of it. Slide this thing on. And we'll be able to bolt it up. And we'll be done with the front.
And
Oh.
none of that's the correct size.
So as for the battery, right now, as you can see, it's in the battery box in the back of the car. And it's not, the battery box is not attached, it just moves around. So my plan is, this is the tie down that existed for the battery when it was in the front of the car. I went ahead and just trimmed the edges a little bit so it fits in here. So pretty much I'm going to trim them a little bit more because it's just a little bit too big, but it still kind of works. So you can just spread the side of the box apart. I'm going to throw a metal rod here and a metal rod there, drill holes in the floor, bend the metal rod so then it can be hooked under the floor on that side, and I can just throw a wing nut on this side, wing nut on that side. Then the battery is actually screwed through a hole in the battery box and then into the floor from the top, so it's not going to have the opportunity to pull itself free, and we should be nice and safe to hit the racetrack. So my idea is that the metal rod's going to go down to here and then make an L to come out, so it kind of like has something to grab onto, and then be able to tighten it from the top, and we'll still be able to get it in. Our very well lit black box down here. I'm going to go ahead and make some marks on the holes that we need to drill through the chassis. One mark there. One mark over here. I don't know how far away the gas tank is. I don't even think the gas tank goes over here. But it definitely, there's the lines that come off the tank are like right here, so. Alright, that's large enough now. Not even that's super cool. That battery is in there. That's like not going anywhere. I'm really happy with that. That's a success. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and strip this wire off so we can get it ready to be crimped to our new mass airflow sensor. I recommend wire strippers, but a razor blade will also work. Alright, so now we got our Z32 MAF wired into the KA harness. We should be good to somehow connect this mechanism that goes this way to our car so we can get our air going through it and our turbo and then our horsepower. Very exciting. We just got our ECU sent back from RS Enthalpy. And of course, if you ever need to get your KA, SR, anything Nissan ECU tuned, of course, let them know. There will be a link in the description. You can head over to their website and check them out. Everything you need is there. So we got our ECU here. We have a base fuel pressure right here that we'd run if we had a fuel pressure regulator, but we don't have one. Also has our base timing right here. So we'll be able to check that out once we get the car running and we can actually get the timing light on it and figure out where the timing is. But right now we're just going to go ahead and throw it in and try and start it. Battery hooked up.
With solid runaround, that's how it should sound.
Went to a car part store. This is $127 for a Z32 mass airflow sensor. We're going to see if the one I have is broken by putting this one in and see if it starts now. You want to take this one off so you can know when it's not happy.
Just put some squeeze on it.
The fire extinguisher.
Can you find it real quick? Putting the car on the ground. Hopefully it falls off some jack stands.
You're missing by a lot.
Oh man, that's sketch. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull the hood off the car so we can like examine any fires that take place under the engine bay and then address those issues as they occur. Oh, it's ready to go.
It definitely needs to be timed.
You think so? Oh, it's power steering.
There's no turbo. I feel like it's really loud in here, but it's not loud outside.
Timing needs to be fixed. Oh, he's pissed. Yeah, the timing's not right.
Is it breaking up?
Look at the AFRs. It seems like a kind of disgusting sound. I gotta look at the AFRs when it's under boost. I didn't even look.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's really rich. I don't know why.
Oh yeah. Look at that angle. Something wrong?
Well, there's some smoke. I want to take a look at that.
The
And then
power
also
steering
it's-
fluid?
I hope that's it. Yeah, it's just there's oil all over the place and everything down there. I need to get a wheel truck so I can have it run on this hill. Oh, great.
Is it Ben?
Yeah.
Welded. Do you hear the turbo? What?
You rev it up high.
Oh, mail truck.
Yeah. So took the car for a little drive. Peaked at the boost gauge. Looks like it was around 15 psi, which is a little bit too much, which will probably result in the entire engine exploding. So definitely gonna have to figure that out. The wastegate might not be opening, which is unfortunate, or my boost gauge might be a piece of garbage and isn't correct. I don't know. I want to drive it again, but it's leaking some oil.